All right, Wednesday, April 1st. So I want to start this recording by just saying that I hope everything's well with you and all your family, and I hope you guys are hanging in there. Um, this recording will be a little bit different than our other recordings in two ways. One, it's going to be much shorter, and the second is there's going to be two places where I ask you to pause the video and do some considering. So all that means is I want you to think in one place, and then I want you to um, do some reading of a prompt in another place. So just two places you got to pause, and I'll prompt you to do that. This is what you're going to do today. We're going to complete a short reading from the 2009 AP test. It's written by Walter Lippmann. It's called The Indispensable Opposition. And then your kind of homework assignment is going to be to complete a Google form with 3 questions about the reading. So that's pretty much it. We're going to do some active reading, and then you guys are going to answer some reading questions. Once again, we are kind of going back to rhetorical analysis. On Friday, we'll find out for sure what will be on the test, and that'll inform what we do in the next 5 weeks. But for now, we're going to operate on the assumption that everything's on the table, and it's a good idea to review some rhetorical analysis. So here's an excerpt from the reading you guys are going to do. And I want to read it out loud just to start you guys thinking. So Lippmann writes, "It's all very well to say with Voltaire, he was a philosopher, I wholly disapprove of what you say, but will defend to the death your right to say it. But as a matter of fact, most men will not defend to the death the rights of other men." So he's talking about here about free speech, and he's talking about the things that we say because it's nice to say them. You know, like everyone has a right to say whatever they want, and the reality of it. And he's going to make an argument that we really need free speech, but his argument's going to be a little nuanced, and it's going to be for different reasons than some of us might think right off the bat. Like I said, he is talking about free speech. He's wondering how much we value free speech, like really value free speech. He's wondering why free speech is important beyond, the platitudes like it's an essential right or it's part of our democracy. And the real question he's wondering is, what value does it bring us? Not how much do we value it, but like, how does it make our lives better? Why is it so essential? This is the first place I'm going to have you pause the video. In a second, I'm going to have you I'm going to have you answer this question. And you can either just think about it, you can do some bullet points, you can just think about it in your head. I always write things down. That's what helps me think. The other thing I think is, if you're like, I don't know the answer to that question, Google it. This is a strategy I use all the time. It gives me some ideas, some that I really like and some that I don't, and then it usually sparks my own original ideas. So I want you to pause the video, and I want you to answer this question on your own. You're not going to turn this in. Just think to yourself, write some notes, whatever. What is the value of free speech in our society? And like I said, feel free to Google it as well to get some ideas from the internet. So go ahead, pause the video. Now that we're back and you've thought about that, let's look at where the reading is on Canvas. I want to mention you will outline this reading on Friday for a full time right next Tuesday, but today we're just reading and answering 3 questions. We're just kind of getting started with it. So let me show you where the assignment actually lives on Canvas. So here we are on a Canvas page. Here's modules. You guys already know this, I apologize. Wednesday the 1st. Here's the assignment, the indispensable opposition. If you click on this, you'll get the link to the assignment. This right here is just the introduction, and then this is where it starts. And then when you click here, this is the Google form. It's got your name and 3 reading questions. That's it. So here's the second place I'm going to have you pause the video. I just showed you where the reading is. I want you to take some time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, to read the text actively. You're going to need to put it into Notability. You aren't going to turn this in, but I do want you to read it actively just the same way you would if it was on test day or if it was in class. Read the introductory paragraph and underline the prompt, like what question would you be asked to answer? What question are you going to be responding to on Tuesday? And then I want you to read through the excerpt, and then I want you to underline key parts. You can notice rhetorical strategies because that's what you're going to be writing about on Tuesday. We'll do that a little bit more on Friday, but it's never a bad idea to like kind of notice the salient features, the features that rise to the surface of the reading. But the big thing is you want to be understanding his key ideas about free speech. So take a second to pause the video. Now that we're back, the last thing you're going to do for today is you're going to complete the Google Form questions. The whole purpose of today is been to get back into rhetorical analysis and to start thinking about the reading. So all you have to do is that active reading and the 3 questions. Let me know if you have issues, and have a great rest of your week. I will reach out again on Friday.